Hey there you, welcome back to another video. Now look, in this video there's going to be two card readings. Now these two oracle card readings are going to be something that you can pick from, or you can watch them both. Now look, the first reading, that one's going to be if you're feeling kind of, lost, or kind of just a little bummed out, or maybe just a little low energy, or bewildered if you're feeling bewildered, don't know really what to do in a relationship, or you just kind of feel like you're not really inspired or something like that. You just feel like in that blank space. Then the second reading, that one's going to be more about like if you feel confident, clear, strong, like you're in that flow of the know, like you kind of just know what to do and what to say in the moment, and you feel a little more higher energy, more positive, more on top of your game. So, whichever one you're drawn to, go to that one. I'm going to put the timestamps down below. All right, let's go. Now that first one is, we're feeling a little bit like, what's going on? Oh my God, like, what is this? Nobody gave me the rule book on how to live my life, and here I am at this current age, and I just feel lost, and sometimes when we feel lost, we feel like, there's no way out, or no one's going to be able to kind of help us or reach us. But the impartiality card comes up to tell you that you're not alone. We're all going to face that, or we all have faced that experience. So being lost is not something that's just happening to you. Feeling uninspired is not just something that you're having all alone. Happens to me. It's happening to me now, actually. I'm in that space, you know what I mean? So, life is impartial. It gives us both things, the happy and the sad. And we all have our go-around. Now, the key is to be what? To just know who you are as that spiritual self. That's why she's got the yellow and the purple on here. She's regal. She's that true self, authentic self, that is carrying life's buckets of variety. Now the other thing we see here is there's a lot of blue in the buckets. That's telling us that whether we're lost or whether we're confident, we want to be blue, communicating, blue, throat chakra, blue. We want to talk about it. We want to talk about it with other people and just let them know how we're feeling. When we get it out of us, when we write about it, talk about it, journal about it, we get that out of us, articulate it, it loses its power over us. It becomes easier to carry, lighter. We become more balanced, like we see here in the card. Yeah, the other thing about that blue, that communication, that throat chakra, is that, look, you can see in the past, we know that communicating about these uninspired times, these times where we feel little, like little kids or a little lost, communicating in the past has always proven to be beneficial for us. We've always looked at it, contemplated it, talked about it with people who we trust, people who we know are going to be good listeners, people who are going to be impartial. They're not going to judge us, they're going to be impartial. And they're going to create a space. Look at all this space back here in the card, in the blue. They're going to create a space for us to just express our feelings, our thoughts, without trying to fix us and without trying to convince us of something. It's more about just letting us get it out, allow it to come through. And then we get back into that light space you can see in the card. Let's look at another card though in this reading. Lost, uninspired. So we know to talk about it. We know that it's normal. We know that people are going through it right now with you. Interestingly, a lot of times when we're going through something and we start talking with a spiritual friend about it, or someone we trust, or family member, or someone in a relationship, we just pause, we get calm, we just let them know like, I'm having some feelings, can I talk with you? Can I just share about it so that I can hear myself say it and get it out of me? Then they will listen, and we will have that experience where they have either just gone through it, or they may also be going through it at the same time as well. And that's just beautiful, right? That's going to bring that acceptance. It's beautiful when we are able to serve that sweet, sweet expression of authentic honesty with the people around us. And what's going to happen, the card shows, is that they accept us, we accept the experience of feeling a little lost, feeling a little little. We accept the experience of life as being, impartial, giving us both good and bad, or a variety of experiences, which never really last. That's what the cake or the pie is showing us. The pie is something that doesn't last. You have to eat that piece of pie, you'll digest it, it'll be gone. And look, there's other pieces in the sweet, sweet pie too. Not just sadness, not just loss, not just being uninspired, but also all of the other sides of life that you already know about. And if you think about it, if you go to your higher self, that's what it's showing here. If you go to that inner self and you look and you reminisce a bit, you'll see evidence of past beautiful cherries. You can see them here. Past times where everything did work out and where things got sweeter and where things were inspiring. So again, the card reading is showing you that you're not alone and that you do have a way out just by talking about it, expressing it, feeling it, accepting it. And it's that acceptance that we're really looking for. The other thing the card's showing us is all of this red that's around you here. This is showing an expansion of the material root chakra. The root chakra is the red. And when it bubbles up around you like this, it's showing that your spiritual and physical body, or spiritual and personal circumstances, your relationships, your work, your ideas, they're all boom, boom, stretching out. They're creating new space. In the Bible, it says, increase your territory. Increase your territory. That's what's happening when we're in that quiet, strange zone. We're actually in a place where we've been feeding the world, we've been serving the world all of the sweetest stuff that we've known, right? We were confident, we were in the flow of the know, we were like, oh, I got this, I know what to do. We were on top of our game, and we were feeding everybody around us the best we could. And then eventually the pie plate is empty. And now we feel like this, like we're alone, like we're lost, like we don't know what to do. Don't worry about it. Talk to some other people. Let's take one more card in this reading of feeling lost, alone, sad, uninspired. Realizing that, we can talk about it, we can articulate it, we can feel our feelings, and it loosens up all of that flow, all of that power, all of that light, and it dissipates all of these little ideas of not knowing what to do. We're sharing it with others. We see that people care about us. We see that people love and care for us, and that the world is a safe place. It's nothing to be afraid of, and that things will change. They will evolve and change and become a springtime season again pretty soon. Oh yeah, look at it go. Here we go, the yellow, yellow, boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh, let's just go and sip a little lemonade in the spring and make those lemons into lemonade. If life gives you lemons, if you're feeling a little blue, don't worry about it. Just imagine where you want to go next. See, that's what it's showing. That first card had those windows in the background where we always went somewhere good in the past by articulating, sharing, communicating, by using our words and our little inner vision to imagine or pray for, imagine what we want to see come to pass. And that's what this is. You contemplating by yourself at the little cafe, all the red and white picnic table diamonds here. What is that? That is the new root chakra options. Remember we said the red is the root chakra. So all these little red diamonds are new ideas, new possibilities that you are imagining and feeling up here. And they're with the white diamonds because that's the white light. We're imagining and feeling the clear, white, absolute good. And we want to get into that crystal clear vision, so that we can know that God, source, universe is then going to bring our ideas to pass. And we can relax. It's showing up. All this yellow and the lemonade is symbolic of, we can just relax and take a sip. Take a sip of our beautiful inner visions. And as we're drinking those, we're going to feel refreshed. And we're going to know that life can give us whatever it wants. It can give us anything. And we are going to take that and we are going to paint ourselves a beautiful picture up here of what we really prefer on faith. We're going to accept that, and then we're going to be able to serve those sweet things out to the world again. They're going to come reflected back to us, and we are going to end up in these new places that we've never been before, with all of that vibrancy, all that green, health and wellness, all of that clarity, that new city, that conscious city that we are expanding into. So, the other thing about here is the city is saying, like, you're not alone at all. There are tons of us living on this spiritual and human experience who are feeling and doing and thinking a lot of the same things as you. And we're all in different phases of our personal lives, and we're all here for you to help see you through it. So, enjoy this reading. I'm so glad that you're a part of this spiritual journey with me. Look, subscribe to this channel. If you don't have a YouTube account yet, make one. It's free. It's easy. Then hit the little bell and say that you want videos whenever they're delivered. Be a part of the spiritual journey. I make videos every day. You'll get readings for free. Comment below. Let me know what's going on. I want to be part of your spiritual community. All right, all right, all right. So now if you're sticking around, we're going into that next reading. Ooh. And the funny thing is that you might even start to already be feeling like you're shifting into that confident space again, which is what the next reading is coming up as. So look, I'm going to ground, I'm going to unhook from the reading I just did. What's grounding? For me, well, it's different for everybody. There's a lot of different ways to ground. But for me, the way that I'm grounding is I pause, take that deep breath, and I just let the oxygen flood my system. And as I exhale and inhale, I make that conscious contact with my breathing to activate it in a new way. See, breathing is more than just putting air in our lungs to keep the body going. If we put our mental awareness or our vision onto it, we can program it to do stuff for us. I'm using my breathing right now to open up the opiate receptors, to let a little flow of relaxation come in, to magnify this blank white canvas space of clarity, of renewal, of confidence. And now that I'm in that new state of consciousness, new state of being, now that I forgot about what it was like to be in that old reading that was so 5 minutes ago or 100 years ago, it doesn't matter. I'm in the eternal now. I'm living in the eternal now. And here is this reading, which is really about being in the eternal now, which is really about what it's like to be confident, clear, secure, knowing what you're doing, letting it flow out of you, letting yourself, be your unique expression of God in the world. Oh, look at your wisdom that is flowing into the world. Oh, so good. Come on. Look how you are. You let your hair down. Look how you are. You said, oh, I don't care. I'm going to go to the top of the universe and meet with God, source, you know who, and get all that goody good wisdom downloaded into my consciousness, and I'm going to spread it out with that white light. She's got the white light in her hand. I'm going to spread it out with my energy, my emotion, my positivity, my everything's okay, my singing my day away. Look at it. You got the world in your hands. You've overcome the world. This is a great place to be. We all want to be there. We love when we are there. And guess what? We're always going to be coming around to that over and over and over again, going higher and higher on that knowledge that we're gleaning and scraping off the top of the universe, bringing it down from the stars as the white light, articulating it with our words, and people in the world are going to talk back and forth about that. We're going to talk with them. They're going to talk with us. Sometimes they're going to be the little kid to us, and we're going to be like their parent. Other times, we're going to be like that little kid, like in that last reading, where we feel lost, and they're giving us good information. Either way, we're going to be happy, smiling, because we're together. We're together as a race of humans who are really one big spiritual being having 7 billion experiences here on earth. Oh, I'm so happy, says God, that you're doing so well, that you've smudged it all away with your smudge stick. You've smudged away anything negative. You've gotten onto that flow of the know, and you are wise woman in the world. Good. All this green around here is all this new growth that's coming from it. And it's just meaning health, wellness, like little sparks of good things happening for people around you, people coming to you saying this, that, and the other in their life. You're going to notice that as little leaves on the tree of life, on the goody good tree, and that news that they're delivering to you about all their good little things that are happening, that's going to bubble up as beautiful elixirs of light. That's why the dove's going out. The dove's going out to sing all of the praises of this tree of life experience that we're all living in. What is the tree of life? That's the next thing. It's the idea that we are all connected as this one big living organism in a way, in a one big relationshipal thing in a way. like God is embodying in all of the people around us and in us, and that it is having a variety of experiences. Much like a big tree that is having one big tree, one big God, one big source, that is having all of these little offshoots, all of these little branches. And each branch is a unique thing that creates unique leaves, and those leaves are your personal stories, your personal knowings, your personal collections of data that you express in a unique way, right? Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the gratitude for your unique branch. There it is. This is like your branch on the tree of life. There's all the leaves that are blossoming off, growing off of your wisdom, which is the purple. So the purple and the indigo is wisdom. You're bringing down new iterations of connections. You're like making connections with different people, and you're having ideas formulate in your mind, and you are putting them into the world, and so it is growing bigger and longer out. The tree of life is getting lusher and more vibrant. And look, they are the fruit of your heart. Your heart, whatever's really in your heart, whatever really you enjoy, whatever you've enjoyed your whole life, you're piecing it together in new ways that nobody else can, and that's all growing and being put out into the world as these little hearts that people are then seeing, and then they get to make use of some of that, and that goes onto their tree of life, on their branch, and they are all being changed by what you are expressing in the world. So know your worth, know how valuable you are, know how grateful. So we're pretty grateful when we are in that flow, when we feel like, oh my God, I really am part of a big system of spiritual being having human experiences, and I really am valuable and unique as an individual, and I really can make a difference in the world, and I am making a difference in the world. So look, here you are like giving birth over and over and over again, and you're giving birth to new material world. There's the root chakra, red. That means material world expanding, expanding. That means new things on the tree of life, meaning new things in your personal circumstances in the world that you live in, and you're just continuing to blossom that. It's because you are siding with wisdom. That's what all of this purple is. It's the wisdom that you are grabbing, not grabbing so much as receiving, being open to, taking care of yourself so that you are mentally, physically, and emotionally at peace or at sharp clarity, so that you can see all those things coming into your mindset. And then you're able to use those to put into the world again. Everybody around you is getting more and more super grateful that you exist. And you feel that gratitude. You can hear it when they speak with you. You can see it in their countenance when they're looking at you. Oh, they're grateful you exist. Oh my God, you are so valuable. This is such a great reading, because this is what it feels like when we are on our game. When we really know our true self-worth. We really feel that God and us are one. So let's see what we do to close out this reading. So good. Yeah, it's fun to be on that cycle. It's like a springtime growth cycle where we just know what to do and when to do it. And those new things are being put out into the world, a lot of new things. That's why we see that with all of those green leaves. Now, not everything is for us. You know, we do stuff we don't even know the far reaches that we are having, but a lot of times it does come back around, and we are made aware of how our behaviors, how our ideas, how our words, how our energy has impacted others in a very big way. And that is a beautiful mystery of life unfolding. Let's see what this last card is for this reading. For those of you who felt like you were on the right thing, ah, yeah, there you go. Oh, what happens when we are all done with our good phase of happy, joy, yeah, being on the flow? Then it gets to be that completion. Now, this looks so terrible in a way, like, oh no, I don't want it to happen again. I don't want to go back down in the lost land. I don't want to die again, metaphorically speaking. But guess what? You know you love it. You know you love that cycle of life that rotates around and brings renewal. And that's what really is going on here. When you're done with this phase of all of these new things that you've been the champion of, the steward of for God, good works for God bringing into the world, that's what the Bible says. We were made to bring good things into the world for the human race, for the God living inside of all humans collective. So here you are, just showing that the season comes when you are complete, when you have completed those tasks, those missions. And you can just go up here with your higher self and just say, you know what? Good job, Brian. Good job, little soldier, agent of God. Good job, little self, oh mine. You did great. Just like all the other past versions of yourself did great. They're all buried back behind here. All the things you've been through, all the times that you have leaped on faith, taken actions, stood up when no one believed, and went forward. Those versions of you have carried you into the wonderful, beautiful, powerful, immaculate presence of God in human form that you are. And now you can put that one to rest. And it doesn't mean like you're going to die. No, it means like that little project has now been planted in the ground and it's going to sprout up. God takes care of the increase. That's why you see the little orange flower here and the orange sun. God, Source Universe, is now going to grow your stuff, all the work you did. It's going to grow and expand in ways that are unfathomably, miraculously expanded in ways we never could even predict. So, good for you. Have your little feelings of mourning when you are empty again. The truth is that if you are at this phase where you have just completed a whole bunch of stuff, then it should all start to be winding down, feeling a little lull, feeling a little quiet, feeling a little lost, feeling a little, oh no, what's next? If that's happening, go back and go to the first reading in this video because that's where we started. Oh, what a beautiful cycle life is for all of us. So, nothing to worry about. We're all in it together. We're all going through that cycle of confidence and then not knowing what we're doing and then confidence again and taking those actions on our highest ideas, our heart minds, our God-favored lives. Now, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And if you haven't made a YouTube account, make one today. It's super easy and it's free. That way you can press the notification bell when you subscribe to my channel and you'll be able to get the videos every day when they come out. At least you'll get notifications for it and then you can decide if you want to listen or not. Hey, you know, you can always listen to these videos on 2x. You can change the speed of the video and put it on 2x. If you do that, it goes by quicker. But you may not want to do that. If you're short on time though, you could do that. The key is to watch these videos all the way through and to dig into the other videos on my channel because I am here for you. So all the videos on my channel are just like those little leaves on the big old tree of life for all of us to use anytime we want to help inspire and guide along the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Take care.